Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Good to see all of you again. This group of 3 here I just got recently for 50, 3 for 50 with 1 gas can. So I spent some time today messing with 2 out of the 3. So let's start at this Bolens. This is a 2017 high wheel Bolens 21-inch cut. It's got the 500 series engine. So I ended up putting a new blade on this just now, a new 21-inch blade, and I did some shaker can work on it. It's not perfect, but it'll do. There was some rust here in the front, right around where it met the plastic, and then some rust back here where the trap door was, or is. So for a cheap mower, I think it'll be fine. I don't have the exact dark forest green paint to match. I did the shaker can black on the engine case, and that turned out fine. Oil change on this, I went through the carburetor, used compressed air and cleaned out the gas tank. I just have to add gas to this, so we'll do that, see how this thing sounds, and then we'll move down the line. New air filter. I couldn't salvage this one. I still have to go through and do the handle bolts. There's one missing. And this one isn't tight, and it's the wrong bolt. So this Craftsman 675, we looked at this one and no spark. I had put a couple of new plugs in to test it out, and no spark in any of them. This is a 2011, November of 2011 Craftsman, so I still haven't messed with this. It needs to be degreased. I got to tear it all down, change the coil, and then we'll start messing with this. The initial issue with this, from what the scrapper said, is the float. The float bowl may be stuck, and the fuel's just pouring out of the carburetor. Maybe the float bowl needle has got issues. So here's a recycler, a 650. This has got a production date June of 2009. As you recall, this thing did start, but all the front wheel drive stuff was off. The cover, the belt, and one of the bolts broke for the engine bolt. 2 out of 3 were holding it. So this was a big anchor for me today. I ended up taking the engine off, putting it to the side of the unit, and drilling out that broken off bolt. So I started small and just worked my way up. Ended up drilling it all the way out and put a bolt with two nuts, one locking nut. So I double nutted it. Let me try to get you down there to show you. I double nutted it with a washer on both ends, a washer underneath and a washer here on top. And some nail polish just to give it some Loctite ability. So I had shown you all the slack in the cable on this one. I went ahead and adjusted it. You can see the mark here where this was behind the plastic bracket. I moved it down. We got nice tight cable here, no slack, but we still have issues, and I'll show you and we'll explain. I'll go ahead and start this. This '09 Toro. It started, the issue with this thing was the drive system. So I threw the old belt on it. You recall the belt was well used and worn out. So I think it's overstretched. Taking up all that slack in the cable did not help. I got to change out the belt. I believe with a new belt we'll be able to get some action. What the deal is you got to lift up on the front of the unit here to get it to engage. It doesn't want to engage itself at a standstill unless you lift the front end off the ground. So there's too much play in the belt. So I went through this, greased up the front wheel drive and all that stuff. So with a new belt will be in business. I touched up the blade, so the belt's just worn out is what the deal is. And you can see the bolt here that I put through. It's one size under stock. That's the best I could do. Double nutted it. This will prevent any vibration from loosening up the bottom nut. And then some nail polish is Loctite. So we still got a ways to go on this one. Notice when I was messing around with it, the cord here is shot. I got to do a new pull cord on this Toro. This isn't going to last but 2 weeks. It's pretty thin. So there you have it. Just a quick update on these fine beauties. I messed with a couple other units today in between this junk, so I've had a full day of lawnmower repairs. Appreciate you coming out. Just a quickie update. Sun's going down. I'm going to call it a day. I'm pretty beat. You guys have a good day today. Tip your waitress and wait staff. They do a fine job and they depend on you.